My first foray into third-party Legend stuff was mixed, to say the least. Iron Factory's Racing Brothers were good but had super tight joints, particularly this guy, while their Phantom was not fun to mess around with and transform. Since then, the only new figure to my minuscule Legends collection was Core B right over here. But that changes today with Magic Square's Heavy Gunner. Starting with Tank mode, and I absolutely adore it. Its small size inadvertently makes this machine of death and destruction cute in a way. But that didn't mean they skimmed out on details. You got your turret hatch, miscellaneous bits all around, vents, even the transformation lines, except for this one, blend in as extra greebles. The rear is slightly messy, but it's very tidy. As you can see, nothing really sticks out, so it doesn't bother me that much. Now another thing worth mentioning is the turret swivel joint placement. Normally it will be around here, but it's actually further back, as seen when turning it 90 degrees. It is understandable though, as where that joint would have been is, let's see if I can show, yep, there we go, is another joint or transformation which would have made it snap easily. Both the smoke grenade launchers, which is what these are, and the cannon are molded in dark grey, giving the tank some nice color breakup. Speaking of the cannon, you can get very impressive elevation that's impossible on actual tanks, and some slight depression. The turret can do a full 360, but that should be expected on tank formers that barely do anything with them, in my opinion. Also, as a heads up, the lights are separate in packaging, so some assembly is required. But once in there, they are hard to pull out. But why would you? For accessories, you get his gun that can attach itself onto the turret to become a big turret-mounted machine gun, and dual cannons from his G1 toy. To attach them, you got these tabs right over here. However, they do like to move inwards when trying to fit this in. So what I do is first slide them in and then push down. And there you go. You can adjust them because they are, you can just unplug them. Yeah. With them attached, it's a bit overkill, but I don't think Brawl cares about that. As for the final accessory, it's the foot, right over here. Big chunk of plastic. And turning him into a leg is very easy. Simply turn the turret until it faces the rear, open this panel up, and just slot it right in, and there you go. Here he is next to one half of Iron Factory's Racing Brother and Deluxe B right over here, and he's only slightly shorter than B. Here he is next to 86 Grimlock, and yeah, Bruticus is gonna be massive. It's gonna be taller than Grimlock right over here. And ankle pivot and some slight toe bend is all you're getting with this guy, articulation wise. So let's move on to the robot now, shall we? The transformation is quite involved, even compared to bigger figures, mostly due to the legs. Lots of panel folding that's nicely tucked away. Look at that, it's quite clean. The torso will be very familiar to anyone who owns unique toys' take on Brawl. I think it was called Archmode, I don't know, something from Warcraft, was it? I think. I heard that Magic Square belongs to them, so I guess they're reusing what worked, but I have no proof of that, so take it with a grain of salt. But the final result is undeniably G1 Brawl through and through. Got your tread shoulders, details like the circle and vents on the legs, even the smoke grenade launchers on the midriff. I have no idea how they got there, but they're nice additions to the whole design. The turret backpack really completes the look. In terms of paint, the inner legs and head are nicely painted, especially the visor and faceplate, giving the design some bright colors to contrast the militaristic green and grey. The articulation is also superb, with each limb having ample range for dynamic poses that is helped out by an ab crunch at this scale. Now the legs can't really go back that much. This is all you're getting due to the unique way that joints have been placed, which is right over there. But everything else helps makes them a non-issue. This means gun poses can be as exaggerated as possible. As an example, here is what I've done. I don't know why he needs to be in this pose, but here he is, and he can do it quite well. Now, the dual cannons can't go anywhere, unlike the MMC version, but I'm not bothered by that. Obviously, this thing can't do anything either. I'm not bothered by that either. Before I forget, you do get a card, because all of them need cards for a reason. Here are his stats. A bit of a dummy. Well, he's a brute, if being honest. Anyways, for $45 US on Shozy, it is a high price. But the posability, accessories, transformation does show why it has that asking price. Especially the large chunk of plastic that is the foot. Probably like $10 US worth right there. Yeah. He is worth it in my eyes, but I recommend watching other reviews of this guy and wait for discounts if you are on the fence on him. And that's all for me. Hope you found this helpful, and I'll see you for another review. Bye.